What's up guys, Chigs here from chigztechreviews, and I'm back with another TV box review. So today I've got my hands on the new TANIX TX3 Mini Android 7.1 TV box. Now one of the first TV boxes I used was the TANIX TX5 Pro, and that TV box was amazing. It was probably one of the best TV boxes. I still have that box and it runs really well. This is the TX3. Specs wise, this has taken a step backwards, so I am quite excited to see how this one performs. So as usual, we'll run our full performance test including 4K videos, gaming, benchmarks, and we'll see how it ranks in our top TV box performance chart, comparing it with over 50 different Android TV boxes. So let's begin with the specs. I'll put the specs on the screen so you guys can have a quick read. The CPU is the S905W Quad-core running at 2 GHz. The GPU is the Mali 450. You have 2 gigs of DDR3 RAM, 16 gigs of internal storage, single band Wi-Fi B G N, no Bluetooth. This has Android version 7.1 Nougat, and this supports Ultra HD 4K videos at 30 frames per second. So this is everything you get in the box, beginning with a user manual, HDMI cable, a UK power adapter, a remote control, and the TV box itself. Here is the new TX3 Mini Android TV box. So this reminds me a lot of the TX5 Pro actually, with the same matte finish going all the way around, but you've got something new here. You've got this TX3 Mini logo, a shiny black strip of reflective plastic, and at the front this is an LCD display. It would probably show you some basic information like time and date, etc. So let's go through the ports. We have a microSD card slot, 2 USB ports, an AV port, SPDIF, network LAN, your HDMI port, and the power socket. Nothing on this side, and we're back to the front, and this is what the bottom of the unit looks like. And you seem to have a reset hole there as well. Now what's interesting is I don't see any vents in this system, so I'm assuming this is going to have a heatsink to keep the system cool. At least I hope it does. So yeah, you've got a nice compact design. To compare the size, I'm going to bring in the H96 Max. So this is basically identical to the H96 Max, except the TX3 has rounded corners and the H96 Max has the square corners. And in thickness, the TX3 is slightly smaller. So now I'm going to hook this up to my TV and capture card, and we're going to find out how well this TV box performs. I'll be right back. So first of all, I ran a boot up test, and the TX3 Mini took 22 seconds to fully load. And here is the simple home screen with fixed large icons that cannot be edited. However, the small icons at the bottom can be edited to show your favorite apps by simply hitting the plus sign. Furthermore, this TV box has 16 gigs of internal storage, from which you have 11 gigs free to use. And if we have a quick look in About, you will see that this is running the latest Android 7.1.2 Nougat. So here are all the apps installed on this box as standard. You have plenty of apps to get you started, including the Google Play Store, which will give you access to thousands of free games and apps. So I tested out Mirrorcast with my Samsung Galaxy S8, and it immediately mirrored my screen, worked extremely well, there was no lag, it was a very smooth experience. Now this box also comes pre-installed with Kodi 17.3 Krypton, and you can easily upgrade to the latest version via the Google Play Store. So now I'm going to play some 4K video samples from a USB drive. Now this TV box is limited to 4K videos at 30 frames per second. Nevertheless, I'm going to try and push this TV box to its limit and try a few 4K 60 FPS files to see how it handles. So the first two video files I played were H.265, they were 60 frames per second, and there were some audio issues, jittering, and the audio was out of sync in the second video. The third and the fourth video samples played perfectly fine. They were 4K video files at 30 frames per second. Moving on to the YouTube test. You can stream a maximum of 720p YouTube videos. Let's try playing a few to see how it performs.
Can you describe its form?
No.
Was it carbon-based?
I don't know.
Are you ready, Doctor?
Yes, I'm ready.
Wow. That is wild, isn't it? It's just wild.
Now we're going to find out how this TV box handles games. So as you can see from CPU-Z system information, this TV box comes rooted as standard. In the Wi-Fi speed test, we got download speeds of 18.95 and upload speeds of 9.91 megabits per second, and I was using a 40 meg broadband connection to run these tests. And in the Antutu benchmark test, this TV box achieved a total score of 26,568. So let's see how that compares with the others. So this is my top performing Android TV box chart of 2017. Here you will find all the TV boxes for this year. I have ranked them by Antutu performance scores, and you can compare all the specs and prices, and this chart should help you decide on what TV box to go for. So as you can see, the TANIX TX3 Mini has ranked at the bottom of this chart at position 52. Now to make things a little more simplified, here is the best performing TV boxes under $50. And again, all devices have been ranked via Antutu scores, and you can see that the TX3 Mini has ranked position 10. Now I'm constantly trying to find the best way to compare these TV boxes, so now I have decided to provide two charts with every review, one comparing all the TV boxes and another comparing it to its own price category. So stay tuned because we have a lot more to come. So there you have it guys, that was the TANIX TX3 Mini. So let's break it down with some pros and cons. So these are all the pros and cons I could find. You have a great compact build quality, and having used TANIX TV boxes before, I have learnt that they are generally made very well and built to last. Furthermore, you have the latest version of Nougat, offering a smooth and fast experience, all games played nicely with no frame drops. You can play up to a maximum of 4K videos at 30 frames per second, anything higher and it will not be a smooth experience as you saw in the samples earlier. And for the cons, there is no USB 3, no Bluetooth, single band Wi-Fi, and Wi-Fi speeds were not the best I have seen, but nevertheless, I did not encounter any problems while streaming movies and videos online. And the final negative point is you can only stream a maximum of 720p YouTube. Whilst this TV box is not the most powerful performing box in this price range, it can do a decent job for streaming 720p content. And with that being said, I'll leave the links in the description so you guys can check this product out. That's all for this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all have a brilliant day. See you in the next one, guys.